Now let's move on to, I think, images. HTML images, the next one. So I'm going to leave this folder the way it is, and I will create another one. Okay, so web design. Just to be sure that image is the next. Okay, this browser. Yes, HTML images. So let me quickly set up the new folder. So I'll just name this media actually, because we look at images, videos, and audio. Say 06 media. That's media files actually. Okay. So we open this with code. It's loading. All right, HTML images. HTML allows developers to embed images into web pages using the img tag. All right, that is the image element. Now, images enhance visual appeal, convey information, and improve user experience on websites. So to embed an image or images on the web page, we use the img tag. So images in HTML are inserted using the img elements with the src attribute. src attribute. Now, this src attribute is similar to href that we just look at in the HTML links, right? The source. Remember, href also specifies the location. So src means the source of the image, where the image is located, where it is located. All right. So the src attribute is one of the attribute that we pass in the img tag. src, the source, specifies the URL or path to the image file. So again, you can set an absolute URL path or a relative URL path as the value of the src attribute. And then we have this alt text. This alt text, where you can set a descriptive name of what the image is all about. All right, and this alt text is very important actually. Though in HTML, if you omit this attribute, your page will still work fine, but search engine might not really optimize your code, and it won't also help people with disability or people that rely on screen readers. You know, whenever they are viewing your site, people that use screen readers to view your site, it won't help them. So that's not what a particular image is all about on your site. So it is advisable to always specify the alt text whenever you are using the img tag. So the src, obviously in the src, otherwise no image will display on the web. And then the alt text is just to give the text a descriptive name. In case if the image could not be displayed due to poor network, I believe some of us might have seen this scenario before online when our site is loading or we have a poor network. You know, some image will appear broken, and then you will see a short description at the front of the broken image. So it is as a result of this alt text. So yeah, so the alt text is the alternate text which provides a text description of the image for accessibility and SEO purposes. All right, and then you can also resize the image using the width and height attributes. So we have the width and the height attribute which specify the dimensions in pixels of the image. So if you set 300 without the unit, so pixels is actually a unit. We have different units in the HTML or in CSS. We have the pixels, that's px. We have the percentage. We have the centimeter. We have inch. All right. We have m. We have rem. But we use pixels most of the time. So width set to 300 and then height set to 200. This way you can resize your image. And then we have the title. Same way we use title in the anchor tag. You can use the title attribute in your HTML image element. So quickly, let's see how we can do that. So, but first, we need to import an image into our directory or our folder. Now we have created this media file or this media folder. So what I'm going to do right now is I will get an image. I think there should be an image here. Let's go to your folder. You can just pick an image at random from your system. I can download one. Okay, I'll go for this. Copy, web design, media. Then I will dump it right here. Build. Okay, so this is and good. You can see it's right now VS Code, and if I click on the image, the or what's it called, the VS Code will view it, it displays for me actually, and here's the image. So I'm going to create a new document, or I'll just name this image.html. Okay, image.html. So the type HTML, the HTML elements, the head, the body, the meta with casket of UTF-8, the meta with name set to viewport, and the other attributes content, the width dimension to wherever our visitor is viewing our site. So the width of their phone or the width of their device. Okay, and then right in the body, you can just get an heading and say HTML images. Save. So let's run that. We have it here. Just want to close the data. All right, HTML images. So again, we use the img tag. Remember, img tag, and img is a self-closing tag, so that's why it is written this way. And we need the src attribute. At least in the src attribute to specify the location of the image or the source of the image. So using the relative path, right? The document that is the image.html document is in the same directory or in the same folder as our image folder. So we have the image name as squishybird's_color.png. So this is a PNG file, right? So I can simply use it this way. So you see, the text editor is intelligent enough to identify the parts of this image. So you can just simply click and then you'll be fine with that. So let's refresh. Boom. So we have the image. So sometimes image can actually appear wide or large like this. And remember, we have the width and height to resize the image. So you can have the width to maybe 300 or 350, any number you want. So I'm going to save this, then refresh. So I've been able to resize the image. You can set the height if you want, and of course the alt text. Like I said, you have to make it descriptive. So I can say community birthday wishes or community birthday card. Community birthday card. Community birthday card. All right. Actually, you're not going to see it now. You're not going to see the alt text. So if you want to see it, I'm going to break it forcefully. I'm going to break the image, and one way to do that is to pass the wrong source. So SquishyBirds, obviously there is no image name with SquishyBirds here except SquishyBirds_color. So which means our image should be broken now. So I'm going to save and then refresh. So you see the image is broken, but then we have the alt text telling us that this image is not available. But then this is what the image is all about. Community birthday card. So this is the job of the alt text. So I'm I'm going to return this back, undo, save, and ensure the image is working again. And good, we have it. And also we have the title attribute. You can pass the title. Let's say Gen birthday card. Save. So you see all the attributes: the source, the auth, the weight, the title. I'm going to refresh. So if I mouse over this, then you can see the tooltip, Gen birthday card. That's all for image. Any question, please?
No, sir.
All right. I think one thing again we should know. Is that a question? Someone is talking. All right. I think we are good. Again, we can move this image to another folder. So I'm going to create a new folder here. I call this photo. Okay. Then I will move the image to photo folder. Yes. So it's asking me, are you sure you want to move ScootyBet_color PNG into photo folder? Yes, move it. So now we no longer have the ScootyBet_color image in the same directory as our image.html document. So which means if I head back to the browser and refresh, our image will break. If I refresh, so the image is broken actually because the path is no longer correct. This part here is not correct. So to correct it, remember, we have to read the folder where the image is located. So which means our photo folder /, then we have our ScootyBet. Save, then refresh, and boom, it works. All right, so that's that for image. Next, let's see video, how we can embed video on the web. Okay, slide. So HTML video allows developers to embed videos directly into web pages. The recording, yes. It might delay a little bit, maybe 2 to 3, 4 hours. All right. Where are we? HTML video allows developers to embed videos directly into web pages without needing external plugins. All right. So we have the new tag in HTML, which is the video tag, which allows us to embed videos right in our web page. We don't need to rely on external plugins or extensions for us to embed videos in our document. And as you can see, this is how we can use it. We have the video tag. Now the video is not actually a self-closing tag. As you can see, it has an opening tag and the closing tag. And some of the attributes are the width, of course, the height, and then we have these controls. Okay, now in between the video element, we have this content, which is another element called source. Source is a self-closing tag. So the source tag accepts src as its attribute. So in the src, this is where you specify the location where the video lives, right? The video you want to embed in your web page. And the type attribute tells the type of that video, MP4. So because this video is a new tag, some other browsers do not support it. So it is recommended that whenever you're using this video tag, always specify this text. So in case some online visitors that are viewing your website from an older browser, right, if they're unable to see the video, then there should be this text telling them that your browser does not support the video tag. All right. So attributes of video elements, we have the src, which specify the URL of the video file, the width and height, the dimensions of the video player. We have the controls. So the controls adds playback controls like the play button, the pause button, the volume button, etc. And then we also have the autoplay. So this automatically starts start playing the video when loaded. So whenever you refresh the page, it starts the video. We also have loop, it loops the video play back. All right, so supported video formats, we have different formats. We have the MP4, we have the WebM, and then we have the OGG format. And then you can also use multiple source elements to provide fallbacks for different browsers. Just as I have mentioned, video tag is one of the semantic tags in HTML5, and it is not all browsers that support it, especially the older browsers. Old browsers does not support the video tag. So some users might not be able to see your content. In that way, you have to specify different formats of your video so as to show or to help other users that are viewing your site from an older browser. Okay, so let's see. Before we move to audio, let's work on that. I'm going to create a new HTML document and name it. We name it video.html. Again, because of time, I'm going to copy this, then dump it right here. Then I will edit the page. Oh, I didn't specify the title of the image last time. Image page. So back to video. The video page. So I don't need this image because we are not talking about video. So first I need to get my video in. Oh my god, do we have a video here? Video. We have a video. Okay, I think there should be. Maybe from the assignment I'll just extract one. Script gem. Assignment. Okay, so I'll just pick one, maybe the first video. And then back to my web design media, and then dump it right here. So video one, that's the name of that's what I named the video. I named it video one actually. So HTML video. I would like to run this. Another way you can run this, you can just change the path. So I can say video HTML, and I should get that HTML video. Right. So we use the video. Remember, we need the source, which is a self-closing tag, and then the source accept the src attribute. All right, where you can specify the name or the location of the video that you want to embed in your document, and which is video1.mp4. Like I said, please, the extension is very, very important. Don't just pass the name of the file. You have to pass the full name plus the extension. So video1.mp4, which is this video right here. All right, and then yeah, let's see the output. Save. Okay, so I'm going to resize it. It's too big. I'm going to give it a width of 500 pixels. So right on the video tag, right, you can set the width to 500. Save, then refresh, and then you have it. So we can't play the playback buttons are not here. As you can see, no play button, no pause button, there is no volume button, nothing. And that's because a particular attribute is missing, and which is the controls. So right in the video, they're expecting the controls attribute. And you may ask that this attribute doesn't come with a value, or we are not specifying the value of this attribute. Yes, and that's because it is called a Boolean attribute. A Boolean is actually an attribute which returns two value, either true or false. So a Boolean is either true or false. And in this case, if this attribute is not here, for instance, control is not here. So which means at this point, control is false. But if you specify it, it is true. So that is why we are not setting the value of these attributes. They are called Boolean attributes. All right. So controls, save, back to the browser, refresh, and good. You see, we have the play button. I can play, the video is playing. I can pause, I can expand it, I can bring it back again, I can continue. Then I can even increase the playback speed, maybe to 2, as you can see. And of course I can even control this, I can take it back. So this is how we embed video into our web pages. All right, let's look at other options, other attributes rather. We have the loop. Yes, we have the loop. So the loop will loop the playback. Loop loops the playback of the video. Save, then refresh. So I'm going to play again, play. So which means if this video ends, it should start all over again. So you see, I don't know if we noticed that after the ending, so just because of time. So you see, start all over again. So that's loop. And then we also have autoplay. Autoplay means the video will automatically start playing by itself the moment you load the page. And right now, if I use autoplay, so let's do this autoplay. This is not going to work. So the video does not start actually, and that's because on this browser we are meant to mute the video for this autoplay to work. So whenever you encounter this kind of issue, please, you have to mute the video for you to start the video automatically. Save. Then if I reload the page, you see the video starts playing and so on. So that's video. So lastly, let's round up with audio. We have audio. I want to get the audio file. I think the same assignment should be there. Should be there. Train is assignment. Audio. So I'm going to copy this, head back to the browser, head back to the working directory. Is it pretty okay? Web design. Then I'll paste the audio file. So it's named audio 1. Though this is not an MP3, it is WAV file. So it is also an audio though. We have different formats for video as well. We have the WebM, the OGG, the MP4. So audio as well, we have the MP3, and of course this format is also an audio. All right, and it works perfectly on the web. So let's see. It's the same thing anyways, the same way we use audio, same way we use video, can use our audio as well. So audio.html. I'll copy this markup and dump it right here, and then edit some content here. So title, HTML, audio. So right now I don't need video, so we need audio. Source, which is a self-closing tag, src, So audio1.wav extension. Good. So let's run this. Audio.html. Good. So we can't see it. We can't see the audio right on the web, and that's because we haven't specified the controls boolean attribute. So refresh and then get to see it. And if I play, you can hear the sound. I can fast forward, can mute it, and reduce the volume as well. Volume, and obviously the playback speed. I can control it. So that is all about HTML medias.